There is a whisper in the quiet moments. A gentle call that stirs the heart when all else is still. It does not shout. It does not force. It simply says, "You are safe here," and in that whisper, I speak to you now. You've carried more than your heart was built to carry. You've held burdens I never asked you to hold. You've built walls to keep pain out, not realizing they also shut peace in. And through it all, I've been near, watching, waiting, loving you even when you didn't know how to love yourself. You have mistaken your survival for strength. But I see beyond your resilience. I see your weariness. I see the moments you break when no one is looking. I see the thoughts that swirl like storms and the questions you don't dare speak aloud. I know what you hide behind the smiles and the silence. And I do not run from it. I enter into it. My hands do not tremble at your pain. My arms do not retreat from your mess. My voice is not intimidated by your questions. You are not a disappointment to me. You are my beloved. I do not count your failures. I carry your wounds. I do not tally your fears. I speak peace over them. I am not afraid of the places that still feel broken. I am the one who rebuilds. I mend what the world cannot. I restore what time has worn down. I revive what you thought was lost. You are not alone. You never were, even when you felt the weight of the world press in on your chest. I was there, even when the nights were too long and the days too heavy. I sat beside you, when the tears came without warning and the words wouldn't come. I listened. I counted every tear. Not one fell without my knowing. Not one was wasted. You may feel surrounded, but you are surrounded by me. You may feel vulnerable, but you are held by me. You may feel forgotten, but you are written on the palm of my hand. This is where your safety begins, not in answers, not in plans, not in performance, but in presence, my presence, right here, right now. I am not far, I am not distant, I am with you, and I will not leave. So let go, let your shoulders drop, let your breath deepen, let the tension fall like leaves in autumn. You are safe in my hands. I know how you scan the future, trying to calculate the risks, trying to prepare for every possible loss. I see the questions that rise unbidden. What if I fail? What if I fall? What if I'm not enough? But I need you to hear this. You are not walking alone into an unknown future. You are being led by a known God. I go before you. I stand behind you. I walk beside you. There is no direction where my hand is not already extended. No circumstance where my presence is not already prepared. I see the places ahead that you cannot. And I have already made provision there. Not only for your needs, but for your soul, for your peace, for your joy. You keep trying to be strong enough, wise enough, perfect enough to avoid pain. But I am not calling you to be your own savior. I am calling you to trust, to lean into the safety of my arms, to fall into the assurance that I will not let you be destroyed by the things that come against you. They may shake you, but they will not break you. They may delay you, but they will not deny you. They may wound you, but they will not define you. Because I am your defender. And I am near. You are not what happened to you. You are not what they said about you. You are not the worst moment of your story. You are the one I have chosen. The one I have pursued. The one I have called by name. And I do not abandon what I begin. You feel fragile, but I hold you with the same hands that hold the stars. You feel lost, but I've marked every step of your path with purpose. You feel unseen, but I have watched over you every day of your life. And even now, when you don't feel me, I am closer than breath. In the spaces between your thoughts, in the quiet between your questions, I am whispering, you're not alone, you're not forgotten, you're safe with me. Let that truth become your anchor. Let it hold you when the wind picks up. Let it ground you when fear rises. Because you are safe in my hands. Do you remember the last time you felt truly safe? Not just safe from harm, but safe to be you. Safe to be honest, safe to cry without shame or rest without guilt. That kind of safety is rare in this world, but it is constant in me. You don't have to perform here. You don't have to impress me. I'm not here because of your perfection. I'm here because of your surrender. I chose you before you did anything right. I loved you before you could love me back. I saw every flaw and still called you mine. That will never change. I'm not going to let you fall apart and leave you there. I rebuild. I restore. I renew. Every broken place is a place I intend to touch. Every wound is a place I intend to heal. I don't avoid the hard parts of your story. I step into them. I bring beauty from ashes, not just from victories, and I am doing that even now. Let me into the places you've hidden. Let me into the questions you've silenced. Let me hold the weight you've carried too long. Because I am not asking you to carry life alone. I am offering you a rhythm of grace, a steadiness that the world cannot give, a shelter that circumstances cannot shake. I am not building a fragile peace. I am establishing a fortress of truth around you. The storms will come, but they will not undo you. The trials will press, but they will not crush you. The voices may rise, but they will not drown out mine. Because my whisper cuts through the noise. And my whisper says, peace, be still. You don't have to brace for impact. You can rest. Because I have you. I've always had you. Even when you doubted me, I never released my grip. Even when you ran, I followed. Even when you hid, I waited. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not too much. You are safe in my hands. I know how you scan the faces in the crowd, looking for someone who sees you, someone who truly knows the depth of your struggle. And I see the ache when no one notices, when your quiet battles go unacknowledged. But I need you to hear this now. I see you. I have always seen you, not from a distance, but from within. I see the fatigue in your soul when the world demands more than you have. I see the tremble behind your strength. I see the flicker of hope that won't go out. And I honor it all. I don't dismiss your pain or rush you into healing. I walk with you through it. I don't push you past your grief. I sit with you in it. Because I am not just your God in the mountaintop moments. I am your God in the shadows. I am the God who kneels beside you when you've collapsed and says, I'm still here. When everyone else moves on, I stay. When the world grows tired of your story, I listen again. When shame tries to silence your voice, I remind you who you are. You are not too messy for me. You are not a burden. You are not invisible. I named you. I formed you. I chose you. And I will never reject you. Your safety is not found in the absence of pain, but in the presence of me. I will not always remove the storm, but I will always be your shelter in it. I will not promise you a life without sorrow, but I will promise you joy that sorrow cannot steal. So let me in. Open the door you've kept locked. Let the tears fall in my presence. Let your guard down for a moment and feel what it's like to be completely seen and still completely loved. Because that is what I offer. That is who I am. You don't have to earn my nearness. You already have it. I am holding you, and I will not let go. You are safe in my hands. You wonder sometimes if the pain has disqualified you, if the broken chapters of your story have made you less usable, less chosen. But I want you to know that what the world sees as weakness, I see as invitation. Invitation for my power to be made perfect in you. I don't look away from your cracks, I pour glory into them. I don't discard your wounds, I touch them with healing. I don't despise your past, I redeem it with purpose. Every scar you carry is not proof of your failure, but of your survival. You're still here, you've walked through fire and come out marked, but not destroyed. And I will use even this, especially this. Because I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, Who turns despair into songs of deliverance? Who turns your story into testimony? So don't hide your story from me. Don't pretend in my presence. You don't need to. You are safe here. Safe to ask. Safe to feel. Safe to struggle. Safe to rest. I am not counting your missteps. I'm covering them. I'm not waiting to punish you. I'm reaching to protect you. I'm not ashamed of your process. I'm proud of your persistence. Let me be your anchor. When emotions pull you under, I'll hold you steady. When fear shouts louder than hope, I'll speak peace. When your mind races to the worst-case scenario, I'll remind you I'm already in tomorrow. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to know the outcome. You just need to know this: you are mine, and I will not let you go. Come closer. Let the noise fade. Let the pressure lift. Let the striving stop. I'm here, and in my presence, you are always safe. You've spent years guarding your heart, building walls, crafting armor, learning how to smile through pain and move forward through fear. And still, deep down, you long to be held, to be safe, to be known without needing to be explained. That longing isn't weakness, it's sacred, because I placed it there. I created you not for performance, but for intimacy, not to prove your worth, but to receive my love, not to carry everything alone, but to lean, deeply, fully, daily, on me. Let the striving stop. You don't need to keep trying to hold it all together. I'm not asking you to be superhuman. I'm inviting you to be held. Held in my grace. Held in my wisdom. Held in my strength. I know what happened. I know what they did. I know how it changed you. But it didn't change me. I am still for you. Still with you. Still committed to walking you through the valley and into healing. I will never minimize what you've endured, but I will not let it define you. You are not your trauma. You are not your lowest moment. You are not the echo of someone else's voice. You are the sound of my design, the reflection of my compassion, the vessel of my glory. And I do not forsake what I shape. So come, let down your defenses. Lay your armor at my feet. Let me speak where fear once echoed. Let me breathe where shame once suffocated. You've been trying to be strong for so long. Now it's time to rest in mine. You are not abandoned. You are not exposed. You are not on your own. You are safe, even now, even here, in my hands. Sometimes safety doesn't feel like a place. It feels like a person. And I am that place for you. I am not bound by geography or circumstance. I am your dwelling, your hiding place, your resting space in a restless world. You keep searching for the right conditions to feel okay again. If only this changed. If only that resolved, then you'd feel peace. But peace is not found in the absence of chaos. It's found in the presence of me. Even if the storm rages, I am peace. Even if the answer delays, I am provision. Even if the healing tarries, I am still the healer. You don't have to wait for everything to be fixed before you feel safe. You only have to open your heart and remember who I am. I have never failed you. Even in the moments that looked like endings, I was planting beginnings. Even in the detours, I was guiding your steps. Even in the silence, I was shaping your spirit. You are not forgotten in the chaos. You are not a casualty of confusion. You are carried in the arms of the one who sees the full picture. And I promise, the picture ends in redemption. Lift your eyes. Let your heart rise again. You are not too late. You are not too lost. I am still writing your story. Let me write the next line with healing. Let me write the next page with restoration. Let me shape the next chapter with joy. The pressure to control is not yours to carry. Lay it down. The fear of being left behind is not rooted in truth. Release it. The voice that says you have to earn safety is lying. Silence it. You were never meant to earn my love. You were meant to receive it. To trust it. To live in it. You are safe in my hands. Not because you've done everything right, but because I've never left your side. You've learned to function in survival mode, to smile through the ache, to get up and keep going even when your soul is begging to stop. But I see beneath the surface. I see the places you've shut down. I see the emotions you've buried. And I am not here to shame you. I am here to bring you back to life. Let me breathe into the places that have gone numb. Let me touch the parts you've stopped believing could heal. Let me remind you that numb is not the end. It's a pause, a defense, but it doesn't have to be permanent. I am not afraid of your freeze. I know how to thaw the coldest places of your heart. With my presence, with my gentleness, with my love. You don't have to feel ready. You don't have to know how. You just have to let me near. There's a tenderness in my voice that your wounds will recognize. There's a patience in my timing that your heart can rest in. There's a power in my hands that will not harm, but restore. You've braced for disappointment long enough. You've expected pain around every corner. But I am not another wound waiting to happen. I am the one who binds wounds, who heals, who stays. You've believed love leaves when it sees the real you. But I stay. You've believed healing is for others, not for you. But I heal. You've believed your best days are behind you. But I restore. Let that truth sink in. Let it rise through the cracks. Let it echo through your bones. I will not leave you in this place. I'm not done with you. I'm not afraid of your process. I am walking with you through every step, through every tear, through every quiet night where you wonder if I've forgotten. I haven't. I'm closer now than ever. And in my nearness, there is safety that no storm can shake. Let me speak now into the silence, into the moments you've filled with distractions to avoid what you feel. I know what you've buried beneath productivity. I know what you've masked with busyness. I see the exhaustion behind the strength. And I'm not asking for more from you. I'm inviting you into less. Less pressure, less perfection, less pretending, and more presence. Mine. You don't have to keep earning what's already yours. You don't have to perform for the love I've already given. Rest in it, dwell in it, let it wrap around your heart until the striving stops and peace begins. You've asked me to move. You've begged me to fix it. But what if this moment is not about changing the circumstance? What if this is about changing you? What if I'm doing something deeper, something that can only be done in stillness? Come closer, put everything else down for a moment. Feel the weight of my hand over your anxious thoughts. Feel the calm that begins to stir as you stop resisting. I'm not in a hurry with you. I don't rush transformation. I build it gently, layer by layer, truth by truth. This is not the end of your story. It's a sacred pause, a holy unlearning, a moment where I remind you, I've got you. You are not falling apart, you are falling into me. Let your tears be prayers. Let your silence be sacred. Let your weakness be where I build strength. You don't have to hold it together. That's my job. I will carry what you cannot. I will protect what you fear losing. I will heal what you think is beyond repair. Because I am your refuge. And in me, you are safe. Somewhere along the way, you began to believe you had to be strong for everyone else. That you had to carry the weight without complaint. Hide the fear behind confidence. And silence your pain so others wouldn't be burdened. But that was never my request of you. I never asked you to be a savior. I already am. I never asked you to be unshakable. I already am. I never asked you to fix what you didn't break. I only asked you to come. To rest. To be still and know. I know what broke you. I know who disappointed you. I know the nights you stayed awake rehearsing what you should have done differently. But you don't have to live there. Regret is not your home. I am. Let me take the shame. Let me hold the what-ifs. Let me speak into the guilt that lingers like a shadow. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the things they did. You are not the failure you fear. You are mine, and in my hands. Nothing is wasted, not the pain, not the detours, not the seasons of silence. I am working even when you cannot see. Behind the closed doors, beneath the surface of your heart, within the relationships that feel too far gone. I am not absent, I am active, and I am calling you to trust me again. Not because the path is easy, but because I am faithful. Not because the answers are clear, but because my voice still leads. Not because you feel brave, but because I go before you. You are safe, even in your doubts, even in your hesitations, even in your waiting. I am not leaving, I am leading, and I will carry you through. I see how hard it is for you to trust again, to open your heart after betrayal, to believe that love won't leave. But I am not like them. I do not change with seasons. I do not waver with emotions. I do not abandon when it gets hard. My love is not conditional. My presence is not temporary. My promises are not fragile. I am steady when everything else shakes. You don't have to brace yourself with me. You don't have to shrink your heart to protect it. You don't have to fear rejection in my presence. I have chosen you, fully, finally, forever. So let your guard fall. Let your heart breathe. Let yourself be loved in a way that doesn't demand performance or perfection. I'm not asking for your polish. I'm asking for your presence. Bring me your doubt. Bring me your hesitation. Bring me the parts of you that still wonder if healing is for you. Because I say it is. Healing is yours. Peace is yours. Safety is yours. In my arms. You are not just surviving. You are beginning to live again. Let joy return. Let softness return. Let laughter find its way back to your soul. I created you not just for endurance, but for delight. You've walked through fire, but now I want to show you fields. You've stood in the storm, but now I want to lead you beside still waters. You've carried the weight, but now I want to carry you. You're allowed to exhale. You're allowed to receive. You're allowed to be safe here. Because you are not holding yourself together, I am. And I will not let you fall. You've questioned your value in the silence. When doors didn't open, when prayers felt unanswered, when others were chosen and you were left waiting. But hear me now. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. And your worth has never been up for debate. You are not forgotten. You are not second choice. You are not behind. You are right where I need you for what I'm preparing. Sometimes I shelter you from what you're not ready for. Not to punish you, but to protect you. I know what you're made of. I know how to stretch you without breaking you. I know when to wait and when to move. Trust the rhythm of my timing. Even when it's different from yours. Even when it asks for more patience than you want to give. Even when you can't see the next step. My timing is never random. Every pause is a setup for something holy. Every no is making room for a better yes. Every closed door is preserving your strength for what will matter most. So don't confuse quiet seasons with wasted ones. In the waiting, I'm building your roots deeper. In the delay, I'm refining your sight. In the stillness, I'm whispering truths that will anchor you when the waves rise again. You are not behind, you are becoming. Becoming resilient. Becoming grounded. Becoming someone who walks in peace, not panic. And this process, this holy becoming, is where your security is found. Not in the speed of your success. Not in the certainty of your plans. But in the constancy of my presence. I am with you. I will not let go. And you are safe. You've measured your strength by your ability to keep going. To hold back tears. To pretend it doesn't hurt. But real strength doesn't look like numbing out. It looks like staying present. It looks like bringing your pain into my presence and trusting me with it. Let me carry what's too heavy for your shoulders. Let me speak where the noise has drained your hope. Let me be the place where your soul finally exhales. You've been so brave. Now let me be your bravery. You've been so strong. Now let me be your strength. You've been holding back the floodgates, afraid of what will happen if you let go. But I am not afraid of your flood. I will stand with you in the middle of it and not move. I will hold you while the tears fall. I will speak truth while the lies unravel. You don't have to fake it here. I am the one who holds your truth. And I say you are safe. Let me touch what you've hidden. Let me love the parts you've deemed unlovable. Let me redeem what you thought was beyond repair. I'm not done showing you what restoration looks like. I'm not done proving that I am better than your worst fear. I'm not done reminding you that love doesn't leave when it sees your mess. I stay through the breakdowns. I stay through the rebuilding. I stay until beauty rises again from the ashes. You are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You are mine, and you are safe, still, here, always. I know you've tried to hold it together for everyone else. I know you felt like you couldn't fall apart because others were counting on you. But I want you to know, you're allowed to be human here. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to stop performing and simply be. Let me take the mask. Let me lift the weight. Let me remind you that your worth isn't in what you do, it's in who you are. And who you are is my child. Fully loved, fully seen, fully safe. I see the exhaustion in your soul. The way your smile doesn't quite reach your eyes. The way you keep giving even when you're empty. And I'm not scolding you. I'm calling you home. Back to rest. Back to stillness. Back to the truth that I am your source, not your strength. You were never meant to be your own savior. You were never asked to do this life on your own. Succumb, collapse into grace, fall into rest, sink into the comfort of my nearness. I'm not waiting for a better version of you. I'm here for the you that's tired, unsure, afraid to hope again. Let me hold that version. Let me heal that version. Let me remind you that you're still welcome here, that nothing disqualifies you from my love. Not the mistakes, not the doubts, not the moments you feel like giving up. You're not too far gone. You're not too broken. You're not too much. You are enough, because I made you. And I don't make mistakes. So breathe again. Cry if you need. Let go of what you thought you had to carry. And rest. Right here. In me. You are not a failure because you feel weak. Weakness is not a disqualification, it's an invitation. An invitation to lean, to rest, to receive, to let go of the image you've tried so hard to maintain. And let me meet you in truth. I know how tired you are of trying, of pushing through, of being the strong one. But you don't have to keep pretending. I already see. And I don't love you less for the cracks, I love you through them. Let my strength be made perfect in your weakness. Let my peace guard the places anxiety has claimed. Let my voice be louder than the inner critic you can't seem to silence. You are more than the voice of fear. You are more than the outcome of that moment. You are more than your performance. You are mine, and my love is not fragile. It doesn't flinch when you doubt. It doesn't shrink when you cry. It doesn't retreat when you stumble. It stays. It covers. It restores. So let yourself be loved today. Not the future version of you. Not the fixed up, cleaned up version. The you that is here. Reading these words. Holding it together with a thread of hope. I see you. I cherish you. I will not abandon you. Even now, I'm drawing near. Even now, I'm speaking peace. Even now, I'm lifting the weight you thought you had to carry alone. You're safe to stop performing. You're safe to simply breathe. You're safe to begin again. Because I'm still here, and I always will be. There are parts of your heart you've tried to protect from even me. Places you've sealed off, afraid that if I truly saw them, I would turn away. But child, I already see. And I have not turned. I have moved closer. I'm not repelled by your pain. I'm not overwhelmed by your questions. I'm not impatient with your process. I am here to stay. So open the door, not because you feel brave, but because you are safe. Open the door to the disappointments, to the losses you never processed, to the dreams that died in silence, to the prayers you stopped praying because the wait felt too long. Let me in, not to scold you, not to shame you, but to sit with you, to weep with you, to remind you that you never had to carry it alone. My shoulders are strong enough. My heart is wide enough. My timing is perfect enough. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't lost your chance. I'm still writing your story, and nothing is wasted in my hands. Even the closed doors, even the heartbreak, even the wilderness, I redeem it all. So bring it to me. Bring the fragments. Bring the fatigue. Bring the questions you think you're not supposed to ask. And watch what I can do with an honest heart. Watch how I make beauty from ashes. Watch how I resurrect what you thought was dead. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new depth with me. You are safe here, still, even now, especially now, when you feel like you've reached your limit. That's often where I begin. I specialize in the impossible. I work best in the space where your strength ends and mine takes over. So don't fear your limits. They are the threshold to grace. You've done what you could. You've stood as long as you could. Now it's time to let me hold you up. Let me breathe for you. Let me be your steady when the ground trembles. I am not expecting perfection from you. I am inviting surrender. I know what you're afraid of losing. I know how hard it is to trust what you can't see. But faith is not about sight. It's about resting in who I am. And I am faithful. I am good. I am near. I'm not behind you shouting orders. I'm beside you, whispering peace. I'm not grading your performance. I'm holding your hand. I'm not waiting for you to impress me. I'm waiting for you to collapse into me. I don't need your eloquence. I don't need your confidence. I just want your presence. Come as you are, tears and all, tired and all, confused and all. I am not intimidated by the mess. I'm a master at restoration. Let me restore your hope. Let me restore your laughter. Let me restore the belief that you are worth holding, worth healing, worth choosing. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not a project. I'm not fixing you. I'm loving you. And love changes everything. Stay close. Don't pull away now. You're closer to healing than you know. And you are safe. You wonder if you'll ever feel peace again. If joy will return. If this heaviness will lift. And I want you to know, it will. Because I am not just a promise maker. I am the promise keeper. I will finish what I started in you. You haven't seen the last chapter. You haven't danced your final dance. You haven't laughed your loudest laugh. There is more. More healing. More beauty. More closeness with me than you've dared to hope for. So don't give up. Don't retreat into isolation. Don't let the enemy convince you that this pain is permanent. It's not. It is passing. And through it, I am producing something eternal in you. Faith that cannot be shaken. Hope that isn't circumstantial. Love that roots deeper than fear. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not disqualified by your emotions. You are not too fragile to finish the race. You were made for this. Not in your own strength, but in mine. So let me fill you again. Let me hold the places that still tremble. Let me speak louder than the lies. I'm not done, and neither are you. This chapter may be heavy, but it is not hopeless. This page may feel blank, but I am still writing. This scene may feel silent, but I am still speaking. Don't judge the story by the moment. There is more to come. And it is good. Because I am good. You are safe to dream again. You are safe to feel again. You are safe to be fully human. Fully held. Fully mine. And in every step ahead, I will carry you. Always. Let this be your reminder. I have never left your side. Even when the silence was loud, even when the nights were long, even when you felt too broken to pray, I was there, holding you, watching over you, weeping with you, and preparing a way forward. You've come further than you think. You've grown stronger than you feel. You've been held more tightly than you knew. Every tear caught, every sigh heard, every moment cradled in my compassion. You are not just surviving. You are learning to live again. Not because of the absence of pain, but because of the presence of grace. And grace is what I give in abundance. Not based on your performance. Not based on your perfection. But based on my promise. And my promise is this: I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I will never stop choosing you. Even when you don't choose yourself. Even when you stumble. Even when you question if you're worthy of being loved. I'm not afraid of your questions. I'm not weary of your need. I'm not tired of holding you. I delight in being your refuge. I delight in being your hiding place. I delight in showing you again and again, you are safe. Now and always. So rest, child, breathe deep, and come home to the truth. I am with you, I am for you. And in my hands, you are forever safe.